This video is presented by PowerHandz. So go out there, buy yourself a pair of gloves, and get your handles right. I'm not kidding you when I say they really do work. Welcome to my third NBA mock draft of the 2018 NBA draft. A lot has changed since I've done the last two. I can't wait to get to all of this. There's so much stuff that I haven't covered, so many videos that we haven't released yet in terms of video breakdowns, offense and defensive strengths from all these prospects. I can't wait for you guys to watch those. But today, you guys have been asking for the third mock draft, and that's what we're gonna talk about. Only the top 10. You guys know that I only do top 10 when it comes to mock draft. I also want to disclose that just because I have these guys in my top 10 in a mock draft does not mean I believe these 10 prospects that I choose are my top prospects of the class. I will do a full-on breakdown of a full draft rating or ranking, and I will release that maybe later this week. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys my full 10 mock draft prospects. Let's get to it. At number 1, the Phoenix Suns will go with DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. Even though I believe Luka Doncic should be the pick, and selfishly I want him to go number 2, which he most likely will go number 2 if Ayton goes number 1. The pick will be Ayton. The owner of the Phoenix Suns is an alumni from the University of Arizona. He's a booster. He gives out a lot of money. He really loves DeAndre Ayton, so I think he's the pick. He is my 3rd rated player in this class, believe it or not. So that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a big man who can come in, sell tickets, and really make a splash. I'll say this again. I don't think he's the best big man in this draft, but I do believe because of how he looks, because of his aesthetics and his potential, he will end up going number 1. So at number 2, I have the Kings selecting Luka Doncic, who I believe is the best player and best prospect in this draft. The kid can literally do it all. He can dribble, he can pass, he can shoot. He makes everyone around him better. And he plays this new modern of NBA basketball in pick and roll. So many different actions on offense that you can run with this kid. And other players love playing with these type of basketball players. Look at Ben Simmons, look at Lonzo Ball. Teammates love running and playing defense for these type of guys because they know that at any point they will get the ball, and that's always good to play with someone like that, because if you go and bust your butt on defense and you have a bunch of ball hogs or just black holes on offense, and you know once they touch the ball you're not gonna get it back, and you know there are a lot of those players in the NBA. So anytime you get a Luka Doncic, you definitely want to play with a guy like that. And from all the reports, again, anytime you hear a report that, well, he's not coming to the NBA or he's going to choose whoever he wants to play with, that's not true. He's on record saying that he wants to play with Bogdan Bogdanovic, who is a Serbian player. Luka's father is Serbian, of Serbian descent. So definitely lots of interesting things going on there with the Kings. A lot of people love him and believe that he is the prophecy and the guy that will take the Kings to the next level. So at number 3, I have Jaren Jackson going to the Atlanta Hawks. So this is the pick that may sway a lot of teams in different directions, because Jaren Jackson to me is the 2nd best prospect in this draft. I think he will be such a good basketball player barring injury, and the Hawks need to draft this guy over Marvin Bagley. I believe Marvin Bagley is a little bit overrated. I know his production was great at Duke, but when you actually break down the film, the fact that he's not that long and that he played against competition that, honestly, if you guys want to talk about Luka Doncic's competition, he didn't face many athletic bigs who can jump out the gym and who are really physical. He's gonna face that in the NBA. I think his defense is really bad when you really break it all down on every level, from top to bottom. His shooting is not great from deep, and in today's NBA, if you're gonna play the power forward position, you really need to be able to extend the floor and have that good spacing for your team. I don't think he does that. I believe Jaren Jackson does that. Even though it was a small sample size, he did shoot over 40% from 3. at Michigan State, and I just believe he has much more upside, and he is one of the youngest players in the draft. He's a full year younger than Marvin Bagley. So again, to me, Jaren Jackson is the second best prospect and best big man overall. I think he's a game changer on defense with a lot of upside on offense. So that's who the Hawks should pair John Collins with, and that'll be a nice duo for a long time. At number 4, Marvin Bagley. That's where I have him going to the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, if you put him next to a big who is extremely skilled like Marc Gasol, now we're talking. Now he fits in that type of offense where, you know, he doesn't really need plays to be ran for this guy because his motor is high, and I do like that about Marvin Bagley. I do like his physical nature, but at the same time, I question his defense and I question his overall feel for the game. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know. And at number 5, I have Mohamed Bamba going to the Dallas Mavericks. If I had my full board of prospects, he doesn't make my top 10. But since this is a mock draft, there is a high chance that he goes top 5 or even top 7 now, and which was crazy to me about 2 months ago, but it's definitely realistic because teams are buying into his upside, and there's a lot of videos that are showing that his jump shot has improved and that he has potential to be something at the next level on offense. We all know that his jaw-dropping 7'10" wingspan is really impressive, so I'll give him that. And also his intelligence, he's very well spoken, which I love, and you know, he's very likable and approachable and professional, which I love, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. And if everything does go well, you know, to me, he has a lot of upside, and he could be a steal if everything goes well. But I'll also flip it and say there's a high chance that he may be the bust of this draft because of his frame, and I don't really believe he's that good of an overall defender. He's a great shot blocker because of his wingspan, but if you attack him, he's very slow laterally, and that will hurt him at the next level, especially on switches. So you guys watch a lot of NBA basketball, the bigs are put in a lot of switches. Just look at Looney and Capella and all these bigs that have to guard these excellent guards on every single team. At number 6, the Orlando Magic need to draft Trae Young, who I believe is the best shooter in this draft and the second best passer after Luka Doncic. The kid is really good in pick and roll. He understands the game very well. He's going to struggle on defense, but that's okay because he will exert so much energy on offense, and he will do so much for you on offense that it'll all even out, and at the end of the day, it's all about results. And I think this kid has a chance to give the Magic what they want, which is W's, something that they haven't had in a long time. So Trae Young to me goes at number 6, even though their GM is all about, you know, athletic dudes who have long wingspans and that jump out the gym. I get it, but at this point, they don't have a point guard, and they really need one. I don't think they can attract one in free agency, so they have to go with Trae Young and find wings to replace in free agency because Orlando is a good destination, but they need to prove that, and bringing in Trae Young will definitely do that. At number 7, the Bulls get what they want, Michael Porter Jr. That's what I believe a lot of people in Chicago, that's what they're hoping for, that he slips all the way to 7. There is a lot of different scenarios where he may go earlier, but I think he goes at 7 and he goes home to Chicago. So that's the ideal fit. If everything goes well, this kid has a chance to be very special. So I'm a big fan of Michael Porter Jr., and I wouldn't be mad if the Kings, you know, would go Michael Porter Jr. as well if Luka Doncic is not there at number 2. So if Luka goes number 1, then I wouldn't be mad if they went Michael Porter at number 2. So that's how crazy this is. I mean, you're talking about he can potentially go number 2 or he can potentially go number 7. That's how crazy this draft is. At number 8, Mikal Bridges goes to the Cavs. I think that's what they need, another wing who can defend, play on both ends, hit open shots, especially if LeBron James ends up staying there. Shout out to LeBron James, man. Everyone doubted him. I don't think nobody doubted him. I never questioned him. I questioned his nucleus, and his nucleus played well enough in that game 7 to really help him. I mean, the guy played 48 minutes. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. He played every single minute, and he got the job done. He went into Boston, to TD Garden, to that great crowd, and really took their hearts out. And now they're in the finals once again. And when this video releases, I'm hoping that the Rockets end up winning. And even though it'll be wrong for my predictions, I don't care, because if the Warriors do win, they're going to sweep the Cavs 4-0, and it's not going to be competitive. It's going to be an ugly series. It's going to be that year when LeBron lost to the Spurs, non-competitive, and a complete sweep. So I'm hoping that the Rockets do win Game 7, and if they don't, you guys already know, you heard it here first, it's going to be a sweep, and it's not going to be fun to watch. So at number 9, the Knicks will go Miles Bridges. Pair him up with Porzingis. The kid is 6'8", 6'9"-ish. I believe he's 6'8" without shoes, 6'9" with shoes, 6'10"-ish. And even though his reach is not that long, he measured in at 6'9". He's still a freak, and he will do very well at the next level. His feel for the game, his handles are really good for his size, and I believe he would be a great complement for Porzingis in New York. I think the Knicks have to go Miles Bridges in at number 9. At number 10, I'm going to sneak in Kevin Knox, even though Kevin Knox is not in my real top 10 of prospects, but he is 6'7". He actually measured in at 6'7" and 7.5. So he's not 6'8". So with shoes, he's 6'9". Again, all these things matter, and I like Kevin Knox, but I don't know what the Sixers do. I think they're going to trade this pick regardless, but if they do in fact stay at number 10, I think they have to go wing. And if they don't, then you do have Colin Sexton right there. It's still waiting at number 10. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about this third mock draft. How have things changed? Has your mind changed about certain prospects? Let me know in the comments below. Please don't forget to slap that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. I really appreciate it, guys. So many more videos coming up, and I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog that we released a couple days ago. We're definitely trying to take this to the next level and get to become the best vlogging channel in terms of NBA coverage on YouTube. Let's make this happen, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. And again, thank you guys so much for all the support.